Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a redrawing of a piece that I did when I first got my iPad and the Procreate app in 2017. I'll run them side by side for comparison because I think that my style has changed quite a lot since I first made this piece. The one on the left is from 2017. Unlike the newer version, I didn't sketch straight into Procreate. I first drew it in pencil and then took a photo instead of scanning it because I was lazy, and then did the lines over top of that instead of using a multiply layer and the pencil lines. Also different is the brushes that I'm using. In the first one I was using just one of the standard Procreate brushes, and then in the second one I am using one that I downloaded. I'll link to it below. But I use the new brushes for everything. I like the more sketchy feel to it. I wanted to draw a Korean tiger, and you can see in the first one I kind of cheated and traced it. I don't recommend that you trace, but it just shows that I didn't have a lot of confidence when I first started out using the iPad. I didn't trace it in the second piece. This started as a self-portrait, but it really doesn't look anything like me. The only similarity was that I also had purple hair at the time when I made it, and that's about it. How the eyes are done in the first piece is actually wasn't how I normally draw eyes, and I thought I was kind of experimenting with a different style at the time. In the second piece you could actually see more my usual style, and it's kind of been the same since high school maybe. So I definitely went away from what I tried in the 2017 piece. This was really the first time that I started to play with colors with a little bit more confidence. Before, when I'd done digital art, I didn't really play with the colors too much. This could be because I was doing a lot of fan art and stuff, and I think that I felt the colors needed to be the same, but I don't really remember playing with color too much at all. And then as soon as I got the Procreate, I think that I thought, well, why not play with color? I love and admire artists who use bright colors and complementary colors, but I never really played with it myself. So I thought, well, this is a perfect time to try. This piece is kind of the origin of my bright color use, actually, which some people know my art as having today. You'll see as this piece goes on, though, that I definitely have muted down the colors quite a bit since then, and using more textures and less intense colors now. Here you can see that I use the Procreate liquefy effects quite a lot to fix dimensions and fix anatomy issues and stuff. It's definitely a great tool, and I'm really thankful for it. I wanted to keep the oranges that I had in the original, but one thing that I've been doing lately and really enjoying is really detailed plant backgrounds, usually with ink, So lately I've been trying to do the same thing that I do with ink, except with digital. I find the process really kind of meditative and relaxing, even though I'm constantly like erasing things and stuff that I don't do when I'm doing it in ink. I think that it's still quite relaxing. I don't know how to explain it. Just maybe not as interesting in playback, I guess. I'll talk in a later video about how my style has changed over the years from like high school until now, instead of just 3 years like in this video. I had a giant gap in not doing any digital art. So the piece that I did originally here in 2017 was one of the first digital pieces that I came back to doing. So yeah, it's been a long process. I think one of the biggest differences between my art then in 2017 and my art now is that I use a lot of textures in my work. I mentioned in a previous video that I use an overlay layer or multiply layer for a paper kind of texture over top of all the layers. And I've also been using the great brushes from the True Grit free sample pack. It's all like half tones and ink splatters and stuff. It just adds like an extra element of texture that I love so much. Originally meant to kind of invert the colors here from the original and have her shirt be kind of a purple color and the background be kind of turquoise or green. But in the end, I decided that having her shirt be purple kind of threw off the piece a little bit, like it didn't go as well. So I got rid of that. Lots of changes here at the end with the Procreate liquify tool. Again, much appreciated. So yeah, I think that getting more comfortable with the Procreate app and also seeing how other people use the app, I've learned a lot, and I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've made so far. If there's anything that you want me to talk about in future videos or things that you want to see in a video, please comment below, leave a like, it really helps, and thank you for watching.